At approximately 10:20 a.m. this morning, the Barrow County Sheriff's Office received alerts about reports of an active shooter and radio traffic from school resource officers.
Back at it again, guys. Buzz here, Browns Conservative. So we need to take a look at another school shooting. Unfortunately, we got another one, guys. Always seen something going on with these schools and these children who are taking their parents' guns and gunning down their peers / teachers. Now, this one comes from NBC. Let's take a look. 2 teachers killed in shooting at Georgia High School. 14-year-old charged as an adult. At least 9 others were injured at Apalachee High School in Barrow County in Georgia. Bureau of Investigation said 2 students and 2 teachers were killed and 9 others wounded Wednesday in a school shooting an hour outside of Atlanta. Authorities said one suspect, a 14-year-old student, was alive and taken into custody following the gunfire at Apalachee High School. Georgia Bureau of Investigation Director Chris Hoosie said at the news conference late Wednesday afternoon the suspect surrendered to law enforcement immediately after being confronted. Hoosie said he was cooperating with authorities and will be charged with murder and handled as an adult, according to the Hoosie and Barrow County Sheriff Jude Smith. Quote, he gave up and got on the ground, and the deputy took him into custody, Smith said. Smith laminated the pure evil and hateful event that occurred at the school. All 9 were taken to the hospitals, were injured by gunfire in some capacity. He said a motive was unclear. Smith said he was not aware whether the victims were targeted or whether there was a connection between the shooter and the victims. I don't know why it happened. I may not ever know. We may not ever know, Smith said. Smith said it's also unclear whether there were any warning signs. Smith said authorities did not yet to know how the shooter obtained the firearm and how he brought it into the school. Earlier, he said it would take multiple days to determine what happened. Every minute it's developing on what we're finding, he said. Smith said authorities were working to reunite students with their parents. The first call reporting an active shooter came around 10:30 a.m. Smith said. Hoosie said law enforcement officers and 2 school resource officers responded to the scene within minutes of being alerted to the shooter. All campuses of Barrow County schools based in Winder, Georgia, went to a soft lockdown, which most activities centered around Apalachee High School, where police cars, fire trucks, and ambulances had all converged. Students can be seen being directed at the school's football stadium. Quote, I have directed all available state resources to respond to the incident at Apalachee High School and urge all Georgians to join my family in praying for safety of those in our classrooms, both in Barrow County and across the state, Governor Brian Kemp said in a statement. President Joe Biden said he was mourning those who were killed as he pushed Congress to pass gun safety legislation. Quote, what should have been a joyous back-to-school season in Winder, Georgia, has now turned to another horrific reminder of how gun violence continues to tear communities apart, Biden said in a statement. Students across the country are learning how to duck and cover instead of how to read and write, he added. We cannot continue to accept this as normal. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland said he was devastated for the affected families and said the Justice Department was ready to provide support. Grady Memorial Hospital in Atlanta confirmed that it was treating 1 gunshot victim. School has been in session at Apalachee High School since August 1st. Schools will be closed the rest of the week. Barrow County School Superintendent Dallas LaDuff said the school is Barrow County's 2nd high school. According to its website, it opened in 2000. FBI agents from Atlanta were dispatched to the scene to assist local authorities. Wow. So another shooting, folks. Another one and another one. This is something that seems to be almost the norm here in America, unfortunately. Now, I am not an advocate for the repealing and replacing of the Second Amendment because I believe we should have those rights, just how I believe we should have the First Amendment, Third, Fourth, etc. It is sacred. Founding fathers put it there for a reason, right? And unfortunately, parents are not teaching their children safety when it comes to using a gun or operating or not placing locks on these guns, and you're having stuff like this happening. Now, it doesn't say whether he got it from his parents or not, but more than likely, he probably did. Let's take a look at this video from NBC.
At approximately 10:20 a.m. this morning, the Barrow County Sheriff's Office received alerts about reports of an active shooter and radio traffic from school resource officers concerning the same concern, or having the same concern. Within minutes, law enforcement was on scene as well as 2 school resource officers assigned here to the school who immediately encountered the subject within just minutes of this report going out. Once they encountered the subject immediately surrendered to these officers, and he was taken into custody. Additionally, what I want you to know as of now, there are 4 individuals who are deceased from this incident, 9 that have been taken to local hospitals with various injuries. Of those that are deceased, 2 are students and 2 are teachers here at the school. The priority right now for us within this investigation is to gather all the facts, to make sure that we're accurate with it, because this is a murder investigation. As the sheriff mentioned earlier this morning, the shooter is in custody. He is a 14-year-old student here at the high school. Again, he has been taken into custody. He will be charged with murder, and he will be tried as an adult.
Wow, now that's something right there, folks. That is something right there. Unfortunately, we keep having this happen all the time. Like, not too long ago, we had the transgender Nashville shooter. Then after that, we had another shooter and another one. There's always going to be a continued shooter coming around the corner. That's why I think we need armed security, armed teachers. We need safety being taught in schools, gun safety. Parents need to have this taught to them. If they buy a gun, they need to take a class on gun safety, not just do a background check, because right now in Texas, at least, all you got to do is go do a background check that takes maybe 30 minutes, which is completely fine and everything. But we need more to be on top of that so that people are aware of the dangers of owning a gun and aware of safety precautions. Because unfortunately, children get a hold of this and they end up shooting themselves or shooting someone, and it's an accident. You know, people's lives get ruined by these kinds of things. And it's not the gun that's the issue, people. This is just my opinion, honestly. It's not the gun, it's the people. All right, this kid was 14 years old. 14 years old. What is a 14-year-old doing with the gun and taking it to school? The parents need to be asked these questions as to what has been going on with their child. I'm sure the officials are questioning them at the moments, you know, hey, what's going on with little Timmy Tim over here? Why is he taking a gun to school and shooting everyone up? Is he having issues? You know what I'm saying? Mental issues. Is he suffering from depression? You know what I'm saying? Go to your kids' parents and ask them what's going on in their life. Ask them if they're having problems. Tell them you love them. Give them a hug. These are the things you should be doing. Now, I'm not a father, but if I was a father, I would be doing that with my children. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm Buzz. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.